Hi, I'm Dylan Hartman. Today let's do a run through of AcudocX. First we'll see how simple it is for customers to submit a document to you, and then we'll see how quickly a translator can complete the job. So I'll start off here with the sign up page. When you give a customer your link, or if they come straight to the AcudocX website, the first thing they'll see is the sign up page where they can either enter in all their details, use Google, or use Facebook to log in. Now, I already have an account, so I'll sign in here. Log straight in like that. Okay, normally a customer wouldn't have completed many jobs with you already, but if they are a repeat customer, they'll see all their previous jobs here. The first thing they can do here is begin a new translation. Now, if they have been given your provider link, they'll only be able to select you as the provider here. But as today I've logged in into the main site, so we'll have a choice of all languages and all providers. So for Thai, these are all the test ones. Confirm, and let's get started. So today I want to translate my driver license. So I'll select a full self-service or extract translation, choose the template type, and whether I want to do it myself or want the translator to do it. It's good to have a bit of a price differentiation here. That'll, let's say, give customers the motivation to try and do it themselves, because that saves you as a translator a lot of time. Here we can drag and drop the files. So put the first license file in and the second one in there. Excellent. Continue. Here it gives me a bit of tooltips what to do. So the selection field, use the selection tool to mark each field in your document. To zoom in, if you're on a mobile, you can pinch with 2 fingers or use the zoom slider on desktop devices. The next field, once we have selected one field, we'll use the next button to go to the next field. Or we can go back with back here. Select all fields. Please mark all possible fields before you move to the next step, translate. Skip if the field is not present in your document and say, got it. So I can see here, the first field it's asking me for is the license number. So I can see that here on my license. Select it, so that's just a drag and drop, and then click next. The type, and you can see in Thai, underneath each of the fields, we have all the fields shown in bilingual text. So the type of license here in Thai and English is a temporary license. Date of issue, we'll find that. Date of expiry. My name. Date of birth. ID number. Here is my passport, old passport number. Registration office is Chiang Mai 3. Now here I need to go to the second page. So all I need to do that is click down here. Form number. Card ID number. Any restrictions? No. So I can skip that. Are you sure you want to skip? Yes, I'll skip it. My former address in Chiang Mai is there. Issuing authority is Nai Tabian. And the type is shown right here. Next field. Done. Okay, so now we have some more tooltips. The source to translate is shown here in this column, and the fields for me to add my English translation are all here. So the source to translate, the selection you made in the previous step will show here. It says you will need to translate this information into the field on the right hand side. Next, translate fields. Add your translation in English. If you don't know it, leave it blank and our translator will help you, of course. And it says here 0 out of 14 completed. Translate all possible fields before you move to the next step summary. Please note that translation fields left blank may incur additional editing costs. And so we can say got it. Now, of course, the first one, license number. As a customer, it's quite easy. You can see what you've just selected. Just click tab on the keyboard, go through. My license type was a temporary car. Here we go. To enter the date, we have a date selection. So that is 2015 in Thailand. So August. 27th August. And that expired in 2017. Easy. My name. Date of birth. Passport. This is easy. Here we go. Now, because the Queensland Roads and Transport don't accept extracts for licenses anymore, the license format on AcudocX is actually a full translation. So we make sure to include all the details from the source document on the translation here. Now, if the field is too small to see, you can hover over it and it increases it in size. Waigao Road. In Chiang Mai. Now the issuing authority is Nai Tabien. It's a registrar. And the type of car is a temporary car. Let's continue. So it warns me that I left one of the fields blank. That was, of course, the restrictions for use. So I'll skip that. Here we have the translation summary screen. If the customer wants to add another translation, they can click right here and add a new translation. We can see the price breakdown here. The cost for this basic translation of a license is $24.95. The service fee is added to the customer's price. So the service fee is 5% plus $1.75 for the total cost of $27.95. It also warns the customer here that further costs may apply depending on how many edits are made in the review. So we can continue here. Here we can put, this is just a test credit card number. It's not going to work, so don't try it. And submit and pay. So while it's thinking, done. Your documents are on their way to the provider. So the customer can go back and view the job that they've just submitted to you. Here it has all the details. It shows the status as well. I can see now on my my watch that I've received a couple of jobs, and here we can now log into the provider profile. So here, I'll click login. When you click login, you'll be asked to enter in your two-factor authentication code. 285. Let's see. Done. And because the customer submitted the job directly to me, you'll see it here as a pending job. If the job has been submitted to an agency, we'll see our jobs available in the job pool here, and you'll have the ability to claim the job from the job pool straight away. So, as the translator, we still haven't accepted the job yet. So, to accept the job, we click here, Start Job. We can have a look at what the customer has done. The customer has completed all the fields quite well. We can have a look at the source documents. Here there's two pages. First one looks good. Second one looks good. But the customer has included a lot of this white empty space. So we can fix that up by going to crop source documents. And this is just a simple cropper. We can just go in, select around the edges, click confirm, and look at that, wonderful. Now look at the other side, cut out all that white space. This also saves us if there are, other unsightly things shown in the picture. We just want to see the document, and that is done. So let's go back here. Now, the easy part is to just compare side by side that the customer has done everything correctly. So here, numbers look correct. Yes. Correct dates. Name is correct, of course. Excellent. 209, yes. Address is good. Yes, correct. And temporary car. Down the bottom here, we have additional fields. These are only visible to the translator. So I can check the source documents once again. Let's see the page 1. Country of issue is, of course, the Kingdom of Thailand. There's no additional essential information. Now, for these kind of fields that are just indicating what's on the source document, if we are to leave it empty, the fields will be populated with the word not applicable, or NA. So to avoid that, we've written down here in the example text, insert a space, and that will leave that field blank. The same as photo, insert a space. Okay, so as a translator, I'm happy with that. Let's click complete job. Here we have the certification statement by the translator. Confirm and generate. So this will generate the PDF files. Success done. If I complete the job now, it'll go straight to the customer. But just to make sure things are 100% right, let's preview the translation first. We can preview with either stamped or unstamped copy. Let's preview the stamped copy. Wonderful. So like I said, this is a full translation of a Thai driver's license. It contains all the fields that you see on the license itself. Both the source page and the translation page are stamped and dated, and all the fields are in there. I'm happy with that, so I will close it, and click complete job here. Now, if I saw anything that needed changing, I can just click back here, make any changes, regenerate the files, and then complete job. Are you sure you want to complete? Yes! Another good habit after completing a job is to go back and just double check that whether or not the postage was selected by the customer. So just go back, you can see whether or not postage is required here, and in this case, no. But if postage is required and the customer has selected postage, down below here it will show the customer's address, and we can go back to the file, click download translation with an unstamped copy, and here we can print it out on our home printer, put our own stamp and date it in ink, and post it off to the customer like that. So the customer now has been notified that the job is complete. And here we can see the progress says completed. Now for the customer to download it, all they have to do is click this button that says download translation. Or if there are several documents and they click download all the documents will be put into a zip file, and they'll be able to put that onto their computer. But here, to download the translation, just like before, opens up in a new tab, and they can print it immediately or save it or do what they like with the document. Underneath is a messaging function where the customer can message us, and that goes straight through to the provider, you. Here we have a new message from the customer. Okay. And straight below, thanks for the translation. You're welcome. And it's there instant as well. So this avoids us having to go back and forth between emails or multiple other messaging platforms as well. So I hope that helped everyone today understand that AcudocX is quite simple to use, both for the translator and the customer. It saves us having to download the documents, put it all in the right formatting, and then have to email the documents to customers. All the customer receives are notifications via their email. They can log back into AcudocX where they created an account and download the document like that. So if you have any questions or you'd like me to show you more, just send me a message and I'll see what I can do. Thanks.